coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number one.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
Home troops right. Hey, go Lion.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Baylor Tiger. 21.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 31-yard line. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Crowd right. Let's go.
It's Eckler again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert now. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
Browns, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson, off play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running it with their receiver, Cooper. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. Flushed out right. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 6. Once more, here's Eckler. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That's out. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only give up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Eckler now between the tackles. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Up the middle with Eckler. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4. Play action. It's Herbert rolling to his right. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Here's third down and 4. Now Herbert going to change the look. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Third and 4. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On third down, here's Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Browns 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as a tackle made at the 42. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Faking the give. Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now is 2nd and 2.
Hey, Kappa.
Now it's Herbert. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, good D-line almost had it. With 3rd down coming up.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. It's a loss of 4 on what ought to be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. Strong running at the 30. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play. They'll remain a few inches shy of the first with third down line. Here's third and a few inches. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on third and inches.
Home to try. Hey, go Lion.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ray.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Baylor Tigers.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's completed right side to Palmer. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Browns 17. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
The throw over the middle taken in. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
Number 2, Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now Watson. Throw left side, complete. That's more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And quickly they get to the line. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point by York is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Herbert changing things up. From the 31, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
In motion left goes Allen. Running on first down, Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Go.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on the first throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, ram. Go.
Gonna throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. Watson to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll try again with Chubb. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? It ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
They'll rely on their defense, so a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good-sized play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's got Eckler, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Opie. Hey, Kaplan.
Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Home to right. Hey, go Lions. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert to throw. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
Here's 1st and goal.
21. Let's go. Hey, Ray.
Throwing, Herbert. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard Explain.
You're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep it from going all the way.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the fourth quarter. That's how you offer a late comeback and get a win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.